Hello dear students, today we are going to start class 10th Economics chapter 4 Globalization and the Indian Economy part 6. Students, in this part we will cover introduction, impact of globalization in India. Students, as we are going to start the content, that is impact of globalization in India. Students, from starting till now we have seen different aspects of globalization, that is different factors related to globalization. In that we have firstly seen that what is globalization, then we have seen production across countries, interlinking production across countries, foreign trade and integration of markets. Then again, what is globalization? Then factors that have enabled globalization. We have also seen the functioning of World Trade Organization, its importance in international trade and investments. Now students, all the things we discussed, but here we are going to see the impact of globalization. We have to analyze the impact of it. If we will ask to someone what is the impact of globalization, we will get different arguments for that. Someone will give the arguments in favor and someone will give in against of. So some people, they see its positive impact and some they see its negative impacts. So we have to analyze that what are the impacts of globalization on India. Can we say that totally it is having positive impacts? It is totally advantageous for Indian economy or for the Indian producers or workers or consumers? Or we can say that something is negative here, some drawbacks are also with it. So students, today we will discuss over this issue. If someone will ask that what is the impact of globalization in India, so we can say that it is having positive impacts and some negative impacts. But here in this part we will discuss about the positive impacts of globalization in India. Now students, in the last 15 years, globalization of Indian economy has come a long way. What has been its effect on the lives of people? Let us look at some of the evidences. Students, when we will see the positive side of globalization, we will see that globalization is very much beneficial for the country. Greater competition among producers resulting from globalization is a great advantage to consumers as there is greater choice before them. Consumers now enjoy improved quality and lower prices for several products. Students, as globalization started, different companies are producing different products. You can get different kind of products. If you are going to purchase television, you will get different brands. You are going to purchase mobile phones, you will get different brands. It is because of globalization. Many companies are making these products. So we will get variety of choice for the products. There is a greater choice before these consumers who now enjoy improved quality and lower prices for several products. students, not only we are getting varieties, we can get differences in prices also. Different countries are having different prices of the products. So we will get improved quality also and lower prices for several products. We will get difference in prices, in difference in the qualities also of the different products. So it is giving us choice, and also it is giving us lower prices for several products. As a result, these people today enjoy much higher standards of living than was possible earlier. Now students, because of this, we enjoy higher standards of living than was possible earlier. Earlier, that kind of choices were not there in the market. So people were forced to purchase that product which was available in the market. But nowadays we are getting different products in the market in low price. And we are also getting the improved quality because different companies are making that product, and there is a competition among the companies that is to make the better products so that they can sell it in the market and get the profit. They want to make profits. Students, here among producers and workers, the impact of globalization has not been uniform. It is not same for everyone. The impact of globalization is not uniform for everyone. We can see different effects on producers and workers. The effect is not same for everyone. Students, due to globalization, many MNCs have increased their investments in India. This means thousands of people are getting highly paid jobs and enjoy much higher standards of living than was possible earlier. Students, MNCs have increased their investments in India over the past 15 years, which means investing in India has been beneficial for them. Students, as we know that the main motive of MNCs, that is to make profit. Because of that, they do the production across countries. In different places, they are doing the investment so that they can save the cost of manufacturing and they can make more profit. That's why they are doing investments in different countries. As by the investment in India, they are getting profit. That's why they want to do more and more investment in India. Because here they are getting cheap laborers, cheap raw material and better government policies. Students, MNCs have been interested in industries such as cell phones, automobiles, electronics, soft drinks, fast food or services such as banking in urban areas. These products have a large number of well-off buyers. In these industries and services, new jobs have been created. Also, local companies supplying raw materials, etc. to these industries have prospered. Now students, as MNCs are interested in industries like cell phones, automobiles, electronics, soft drinks, fast food or services such as banking in urban areas. As these companies are doing investment in India, they are also providing high paid jobs to the people. They are getting services in these industries. It means MNCs are also helpful in generating the employment in the country. The next benefit of MNCs, that is local companies supplying raw materials to these industries, have prospered. Students, local companies, they also support MNCs by providing them raw materials. For example, if any garment industry is here, they can get cotton, they can get yarn from the local industries. It means the raw materials can be utilized in the country, and it is one of the benefit of MNCs. Now, as already we discussed, this point is repeated here. Local companies supplying raw materials to these industries have prospered. Now, top Indian companies have benefit from increased competition. They have invested in newer technology and production methods and raised their production standards. Students, as we have seen, WTO has given suggestion, or we can say pressurized the developing countries so that they can start free trade for the MNCs. That is to generate employment in their country or improve the living condition of the people. Because of the liberal trade, the MNCs, they got the chance to do production across countries. Mainly, they want to do production in cheap locations. Cheap locations means in the locations where they can get cheap workers, cheap raw material, good government policies. All these things they can get at cheap rate so that they can make more profit. So, here different companies, they want to do investment in India so that they can make more profit. It is beneficial for the MNCs as well as it is beneficial for the local companies. They are also getting new technology and production methods that can raise their production standards. So, as MNCs are getting profit, the local industries, by joining the hands of MNCs, they are also making profits. As we have seen, Ford Motors along with Mahindra and Mahindra, they increased production here. They both are making profit. That is a car manufacturing company. So in this way we can say that top Indian companies have been able to benefit from the increased competition. They have invested in newer technology and production methods and raised their production standards. Some have gained from successful collaborations with foreign companies. Students, it is beneficial for both MNCs and local companies. They both can make profits by joining the hands of each other. They can support each other for the profit. Students, next is some Indian companies have gained from successful collaboration with foreign companies, as we discussed here. Large Indian companies have emerged as multinational like Tata Motors. Globalization has also created new opportunities for Indian companies providing services, particularly in IT field, services such as data entry, accounting and administrative tasks are now being done cheaply in India and exported to the developed countries. This has generated thousands of jobs. Students, moreover, globalization has enabled some large Indian companies to emerge as multinationals themselves. Students, globalization has also given way to our Indian companies to become multinationals. In that, Tata Motors, that is automobile company, Infosys, IT company, Ranbaxy, medicine company, Asian Paints, that is paint providing, Sundaram Fasteners, Nuts and Bolts company are some Indian companies which are spreading their operations worldwide. So, globalization also enabled the Indian companies to become multinationals. They are providing their services worldwide. They are spreading their operations worldwide. They are multinational companies. Students, on the other hand, globalization has also created new opportunities for companies providing services. Globalization, as we talked, that globalization is not the production across countries of goods. Services are also produced globally. Not only goods are produced globally, services are also produced globally. Here, students, globalization has also created new opportunities for companies providing services, particularly those involving IT companies. The Indian company producing a magazine for the London-based company and call centers are some examples. Besides, a lot of services such as data entry, accounting, administrative tasks, engineering are now being done cheaply in countries such as India and are exported to the developed countries. Students, as MNCs, they want to save money. They want to do less investment and make more profit. Suppose that any US company is there. They want that for them, for their company, data maintaining, accountancy can be done by the company at cheap rate. Any outsider company can do at cheap rate. So these kind of services are done in developing countries where they can get services at cheap rates. That's why these kind of services they are taking from other countries where they have to spend less money and they can make more profit. So India is providing these kind of services like data entry, accounting, administrative tasks, engineering are now being done cheaply in countries such as India and are exported to the developing countries. Our Indian countries are giving these kind of services to MNCs at cheap rates. In this way, the people are getting services and MNCs are able to make more profit by doing so. So students, in this way we have seen the positive impact of globalization. In the next part we will discuss about the negative aspects of globalization. So students, easily you can be able to give the answer that what is the positive impact of globalization. As we discussed, easily you can write 5 points about that and you can complete your answer. Thank you.